Speak now, or forever hold your dicks.
Welcome to the Big Podcast. I got food in my mouth right now.
You do have food in your mouth right now.
I
thought it was Big Big's podcast, or is it the Big Podcast?
Big, boy.
Big Big? Mm-hmm. Big Big? I thought it was Big Big's. Or is that
no,
because
that
you don't
alien
tell
doesn't
them?
own this fucking podcast.
Brady. What are you talking about?
Big, the Big Ben 10.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the person.
What fucking person? What are you talking about?
From Chili's.
Chili's. Oh, that guy. I forgot it was a man. We're not naming this podcast off of a meatball.
My boy.
Screaming at a Chili's. We're not naming our podcast after that.
Dude, it's no different. It's Big Big's podcast, and everyone asks what Big Big's is, and then we have Wendy.
No. Yeah, but Big Big's. We're not naming this after that kid. Big Big.
It was a grown man.
No, yeah. But it doesn't matter. He'd know.
He might be dead. He might be in his arm.
Oh my God, Will.
We don't know if he's alive. I don't know.
Yeah, which is why we shouldn't name our fucking podcast after a guy we don't know. So, look, this is what I'm saying. Big was the fucking tall ass shit.
That was way big. That was way big.
Well, yeah,
but then you mispronounced it in like
first of all,
8th grade.
Fucking Big. I don't give a shit
Big.
what fucking Cartoon Network says.
Big.
Because that was a joke back when me, Aaron, and Cameron, you were little. I was like, he slapped his fucking wrist and he said, Big. That's what he said.
That is what he said. He said, Big. Phil gets just holding him by the throat. He's just like, what do you have to say, Tennyson? Big.
Yeah.
No, he's Big. Like, what? He just punches him. He threw him into the void. I remember that. But no, this is not the Ben 10 podcast. I feel like we're going to be talking about Ben 10 a lot. Because of the show we watched as a child.
I look like that motherfucker.
As a child? So it's not Big Big's podcast. It's big, but it's not the Big podcast. It's just Big Podcast. Because Shaq does the Big Podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't trust cease and desist. Because even if we get like 50 views, Shaq would be like, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Be like, you want the donuts?
If somebody
Papa John's coming for you.
Shaq owns Papa John's because the owner was like saying the N-word.
Does he own? Yeah. But does he own Papa John's, or is he just the representative of Papa John's?
Who fucking knows? If I was Shaq, I'd buy fucking Papa John's. Some dude out there saying the N-word nonstop. He's like, I didn't know I couldn't say it.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I didn't know I couldn't say it. I'm like,
I love him sweating.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I love him sweating, kind of like I'm sweating right now. When he said the other day, I ate 15 pizzas. And they just aren't the same, and the reckoning will come. He said that. You ever seen that?
So fucking dumb.
You ever seen that?
I think I have.
Well, let's see it. Let's look it up. I can't.
It's so fucking.
Where's the remote?
It's so fucking stupid.
Crap! I'll find the remote.
This guy said the reckoning will. What is he gonna do? Pizzagate? Walk in there with a fucking AK and start shooting people?
Okay, that is good.
And then how is he gonna reckon it? Is he gonna like show up to like the corporate facility or go to every individual Papa John's and just fuck shit up?
No, I think he was just like spiraling out of control. That's funny though, because he's like one of the faces that we would see on TV all the time.
Yeah, hi, I'm Papa John's. And he'd be sitting there with what is his name? Dale Hart Jr. No, I'm not a sports fan.
Yeah. Dale Hart Jr. Dale Hart Jr. That sounds like a NASCAR.
Testy Squarehead. What's his name?
What are you talking about? Who's Testy Squarehead?
Dude, no. Not Channing Tatum. What the fuck is his name? Football player.
Tom Brady?
No, not that.
Penis!
Why should you say
penis?
Okay, well,
Don't offend people.
Child kisser. Okay, that guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, damn it.
You fucking child.
No, what is his name?
You divorced child kisser.
That's thing first. Peyton Manning. Yeah, there.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Testy Squarehead.
Shit, wait, yo. I love Peyton Manning. He's so stupid. He looks like.
No, don't say that. I don't know if he's still. I think he's a good guy.
No. You know what he looks like? He doesn't look like Kronk. He looks like a.
That's what it looks like he says.
Yeah, he looks like a guy. He still doesn't know how to talk in a commercial. You know what I mean? He's still afraid of talking on camera. But what do
you think, Peyton? I like pizza.
Yeah. Nationwide is in your sides. What?
Hey man,
I'm nationwide. I'm Peyton Manning, and I am nationwide.
Run out there in that field. I'll hit you with this football. Can you catch my football in that pizza?
Can you catch me?
This calzone looks like a football. Don't throw it.
He just sings everything. That's just his signature. Everything looks like a football.
He throws it at a kid at a birthday party at Papa John's. I take that back. Who the fuck would have a birthday party at a Papa John's? They're
Why
so
do I
small.
think Peyton Manning was in a Family Guy bit? I
He
feel like
probably was.
was it
Everybody
Tom
has.
Brady? Yeah.
Bugs have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody. If you
Yeah.
add bugs. you
Ryan
add-
Reynolds was in it.
Yeah, of course.
And like actually Ryan Reynolds, and he had a homosexual relationship with Homer. Not Homer. Homer. Peter.
Peter.
Ryan.
Lois cheats on Peter all the time.
She cheated on with Meg multiple times.
Huh?
No, with Meg's boyfriend.
Oh, I was about to say they got incest in the Family Guy. I thought that was
Brady.
always in those fake porn ads on the
Brady.
porn sites.
What? Brady.
No, you know what I'm talking about. In the
Yes,
side
I know what
banners,
you're talking
the
about.
side banners like Meg is like ah, and I'm like that's fucking gross. Now
It's like, ah!
have you ever seen something like that and then just turned it off?
No, I just went somewhere else.
No, I've done that. Literally stopped watching porn, went and did something else. Literally changed my
I just
mind.
compartmentalized it. I didn't worry
You
about
know,
it.
with people with like sex addictions, you should probably put shit like that on there just to make them feel like ew, so they stop.
I don't think that'll make them stop.
You know, Christians make those
Did you
ads.
say sex addictions or porn addictions? Because those are two very different things.
yeah. Porn addiction. I'm sorry for all the sex ads out there. I just fucking
Sorry if you-
misgendered you.
Well,
When you gonna get rid of that saggy balloon in the corner?
What are you talking about? That's Tori's balloon. That's my
No, but it's
girlfriend. Okay, if no one can see it, this is my girlfriend's balloon. Her girlfriend. My girlfriend's
Wow, what?
birthday was in March, and I left it up.
Yeah,
For
it was
Easter.
nice, but I mean the balloon's starting to look like that thing that was on Carl's
I
ass
did take
in
half-
Jimmy Neutron. You know, Jimmy's
Carl is pregnant.
Who's gonna take care of the baby, Carl? Jimmy's mom.
I love Jimmy's
Jimmy's mom.
I get to publicize my good Carl
I
impression
forgot there's a
now.
fucking camera. I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Not.
It's
now,
not. It does. It's like it has a different lens. It's not as close as it seems it is.
I'm probably gonna look at it a lot now.
You can look
I
at it as
know.
much as you want to look at it. It's not a film. wait. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
No, what the fuck?
Look at me. Look at me. And then look at it. Why'd you do
I
that?
thought you were gonna hit
What was
me.
that Street
I don't
Fighter
know.
stance you in?
Yeah, I thought you were about to, had to get ready.
That's another commercial from regular. Remember the Six Flags commercial with the old
Yeah.
man who was actually like a young girl dressed up or
I
something?
didn't know it was a young woman.
Yeah, it was a young woman who was like gymnastics. Did you say Ming 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 Ming? That's
No.
Crazy Frog. That was
No.
our thing.
No.
Crazy Frogs and shit. We should get Dad.
I've
He's
been at Six
upstairs.
Flags.
He's upstairs. We
No.
could grab that.
No.
No, but we could get Dad and then watch
Not
all
yet.
the old. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Ugh, this fucking cheese is. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's like day old pizza. Don't.
Day old pizza. Do you remember the YTPs? Yeah, they're good.
What? I don't remember day old
You
pizza.
don't remember that?
No, I
Where-
remember.
where
I remember
cinema was
Pingus, and I remember toasters, and I remember.
Duh.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Mushroom Kingdom.
You said
Meatball.
at the start. I can
Word.
word.
My boy.
Brady.
Oh God, it burned.
It burns. There's another one.
Oh
Those
well,
are so
Lane
funny.
the other day. So I'm at work, and he's
So
should I be
context
named?
of
Should
where
we
you
name?
work and who Lane is.
I'm not gonna explain.
You work in
that,
a
man.
seafood place. We work at the same store.
Yeah, we work at a grocery store. And
I work in
the seafood
produce,
department.
you work
he,
in
He
seafood.
slings cucumber.
There's a man named Lily Lane. We call him Lily Lane. He wears a little dress. He runs around. He's like, where's
No, he ain't.
and no
Yeah.
we ain't.
Well, he was
This boy isn't right.
the story you told me about Tori with the kid with the I got that dog in me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, explain that later. But so I got that dog in me. I was saying that, and I told
Did
you
you
Lane
know
kept
that
saying.
Bill
it.
Cosby had that dog?
I told you Lane kept saying that, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying it to everybody. He says the lie.
Did you say
lie?
it?
Lie is from China.
Yeah.
And he says he's like, lie, you got that dog in you.
Is he
And I
from
was
China,
like,
or is he from?
no, she's from China.
She's China. Okay.
And he was
She's
like,
China.
lie, you got that dog in you. I was like, he should stop fucking saying that.
You shouldn't say that.
You shouldn't ask an Asian person if they had that dog in them. It's bad optics, man. It doesn't look good. And then Andy, earlier today,
is true.
she taught
That'd be
Andy
so true.
Mandarin, and he's yelling at us in Mandarin when
should
she's
learn-
not there.
We have
Nobody
to-
fucking
what
knows
is
he's
it
not
in
making
Mandarin?
this shit up.
What is it in Mandarin? We should start saying we got that dog.
Fai something. I don't know.
That's
What is-
what got that dog in him. Or is that messed up to say it in Mandarin?
In context, it's not. We're not saying somebody's eating a fucking dog. I'm just saying, like, on optics. If he's in a grocery store yelling at an Asian lady, you got that dog in you. Someone's gonna go up front and be like, he was telling that Asian woman she had a dog in her, and that's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Or, our customer base, there's some Hartford County, you got some fucking whack ass mofos out here. They'd be like, yeah, they do.
Give a quick list of your multiverse of madness that comes to the store. Give the list of names
Oh,
for
they're
your
all
cinematic
fucking
universe.
dead, most of them.
No, but the names of the creatures that have wandered into the store.
Oh, not so, man.
Cricket, Jedi Cricket.
No, that was not. Well, you got Skip. He's real.
Skip's real. Skip lives next to us.
Yeah, and then you got Matrix Calzone.
Who's Matrix Calzone?
The guy who has the big ass white dog. The drug dealer house.
Oh,
Yeah.
The 101 trash bags.
Yeah. Fuck.
They don't know where my trash bags. Now I know they're all full of drugs.
Yeah.
They're
Well, they don't put their drugs in the trash.
Some people put them in the trash. You put the material.
Oh, I heard something.
You put the material in the trash, and then you would take it to the dump because you can't get it readily taken out. I learned that from Breaking Bad. I think. I watched one episode of Breaking Bad. We should watch Breaking Bad. That'd be great.
Yeah,
We
I
should
watched
watch
Breaking
Breaking
clips. Gustavo Fring.
You watch everything in clips.
Yeah, I
you
do.
watch The Wire in clips. You watch Sopranos in clips. Our cousin Taylor laughed his ass off when I said
He was really laughing.
He laughed his ass off when I said, oh, it was like, oh yeah, I should watch Sopranos. It was like, isn't Brady seen Sopranos? Like, Brady watched the clips of Sopranos, so he doesn't know what's going on in Sopranos. He like put the pieces together.
Yeah, I know everything.
Like some Pepe Sylvia type crap.
Who the fuck is that? That's
From this clip from Sunny, when he's got the board up and he's like,
I don't know who Pepe.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's an actual character, Pepe Silvio.
No, Charlie's ranting in the mail office that he's like went crazy and there's like big conspiracy that no one in the mail office is real, and he says, I'm like Fernando, Pepe Sylvia.
Fucking cold.
10 seasons. No, 11. Over 10 seasons. It's been over 10 seasons, I've always said.
That show was ADHD.
That show is funny. I like it. It's got Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Who should have been he should have been Mario, not Chris Pratt.
He's too fucking old.
To be Mario's a 40-year-old man.
Stavros should have been fucking Mario.
That would have been funny.
Hell yeah.
Stavros from
Yeah,
Cold
dude.
Town would have been funny.
That was a horrible impression.
No one can do an impression of stuff. I could probably do it if I heard him, but it would probably hurt my
Do a
voice.
Baltimore accent.
I can't do a Baltimore accent.
You have
I
one.
I don't have a Baltimore accent.
Yes, we do. It comes out.
But we don't say like Mira
Don't-
and shit.
Mira.
Dad says Mira. But Dad says Mira, but he doesn't say it with the accent. He just says it in his normal voice.
Well,
'Cause it sounds funny.
when I really get going, I'll say down air sometimes.
Down here.
Yeah.
No, we have Edgewood
Go
accents.
down there.
We have Edgewood accents because
Like,
there's so many
a little
kids
bit
from
of
all the
urban.
Yeah,
flair to
because
our-
you got Cecil County, and then you got the river, and then you got in Baltimore. So all the accents kind of mixed together. And then I'm afraid when I'm around people, when I start doing an accent, they think I'm being like doing a Quentin Tarantino. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when he's like talking to people. Hey man, what's going on, man? I like toes. You like toes? I like getting nauseous and sucking toes. I'm Quentin Tarantino.
Did he have a squint eye like that?
I like to imagine.
Quentin eye.
I like to
His
imagine
Quentin
he
eyes.
does. He looks like he has a stroke every 5 minutes that he's talking.
He looks like his jaw is like about to pronate.
He looks like he's about to turn into like that big toe from Flat Jack.
Oh fuck!
I know what you're talking. I'm talking. Kiss my big toe.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
What? You look mad.
No, because I have gastrointestinal schwartz.
Okay. You looked mad for a second. I thought you said I feel uncomfortable. I don't like this. Like Eminem on live TV.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. Does Eminem do concerts?
I don't know. I think I know he.
I never thought about that.
Didn't he lose his ability to rap or something?
Well, like in Space Jam when they take the basketball player's ability to like basketball. That's what they do.
Play basketball.
No.
Okay,
in the
well,
movie,
first of all, I have lost my ability to basketball.
that's what they say in the movie because it's a kids movie.
You're not kidding.
I'm not kidding. I swear in the
That
movie
is so
they
stupid.
said it like they said like they took away the basketball ability to basketball. It was like some goofy character saying it.
Yeah.
Probably the new Space Jam was
When
terrible.
you make a kids movie, you need some proper grades in place.
Because
Then you gotta have a kid be like,
Speaking
I
of
can't
movies-
basketball, mom.
Speaking of movies, we saw the longest movie since Endgame that we both seen in theaters together, which was Avatar: Way of Water.
Well, we're gonna top that. We're gonna watch Beau is Afraid next.
Bo is Afraid. I want to see Bo is Afraid.
Lane said that
We need
shit
to
was
watch.
fucked
We need to
up. He
watch
said
a
it's
bunch of
weird as hell.
A24 films and then rank them.
Yeah,
Because we've already seen Hereditary.
I
I saw Hereditary. You seen Hereditary?
I saw Hereditary. I saw Midsummer. I saw Men. Men is weird.
I saw Men. I got Men mixed up with a Florence Pugh film that came out at the same time that had a very
That's
similar,
really unfortunate.
not similar premise, but it just looked like it would be named Men.
Yeah.
But Way of Water, what would you give Way of Water as a
It
film?
was pretty good. I feel like some of it was redundant.
Out of 5, not a 10 out of 5.
Out of 5.
I feel like I like a 5 spectrum.
I like a 4, honestly.
4 point something.
Yeah, 4.1.
4.1. Yeah,
good.
I give it a
Pretty
4.
good.
It really entertained me. It felt like it wasn't like the first one felt like it was kind of like up its own ass a little bit with the concept.
Yeah.
But it was just like, but this one kind of like humored itself.
Yeah,
along
I
with
feel
it
like
just having
they
comedy.
could have done a little bit more with sea life. I feel like everything was kind of mirrored at like.
It was like just mirroring the land
Earth.
stuff.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
also
yeah,
it was
Earth.
mirroring. It was like mirroring like Earth, like
Yeah.
things. Like the
Yeah.
only thing you could point out that was remotely like mirrored out of an animal
Yeah.
in the first ones were the dogs. Because the other ones, it's like, oh, well, the hammerhead thing's a rhino. I'm like, no. I mean, in most evolutionary niches, and I would expect on this planet for there to be an armored herbivore.
Mm-hmm.
And the four-legged thing, you could say that was kind of like a big cat, but not really.
You know what I always thought was weird? I never had a problem with any of the animals, even the new whale ones, because at least it was interesting. But the one thing that
it's a
broke...
whale, though. Like, why is it a whale? Like, they don't... Like, there are no... Like, in the first one, all those animals were unique except for the dogs.
I liked the dogs, but the dogs looked like the big jaguar thing, so that made sense. That they're related.
I mean, no, the jaguar thing was completely different. And that didn't even look like a fucking cat. It looked like the host with longer legs.
Yeah, but they still looked like... You got the point of the world, right? It's not trying to be, like, super unique.
No, yeah, but
alien
it
ecosystem.
was in the same... Like, they literally were just riding alligator guard and plesiosaurs.
No, yeah, they were just
like-
riding plesiosaurs. Yeah, I can't say
Yeah,
that
like
way.
it was a
They were
flying
literally
alligator
riding-
guard.
Yeah, they're
and
riding
plesiosaur.
ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. Yeah, I'm a dinosaur nerd.
The thing that
dinosaurs.
flew up, that was a
Those
gar.
aren't
It looked like a gar.
It was a gar.
And then
It was a
you
gar.
also
But-
had like a big ass
yeah.
needlefish.
Yeah,
and then
I-
the whales were just fucking whales.
I think they gave up on like the trying to make it realistic to just trying to make it cool and interesting. And then these were cool.
And
They
then
were
the
pretty
shark
cool.
thing that attacked him, that was a dunk.
That was a dunk. That was 100% a dunk.
Yeah, a dunkleosteolist.
The humans
Yeah.
are putting the Dunkin' Donuts in our water.
It's just like there were no actual fucking fish either. Wait, no, there
There
were.
were fish.
There
There
were
were all
legitimate fish.
There were regular fish, but that kind of makes sense. I feel like it's just like
Make them sea monkeys or something. Do something cool.
Well, that's my big problem. The only problem with any alien in Avatar that I have was in the first one, and they showed a little bit in the second one. There are like monkeys, they're like in the trees, but they have 4 arms. But the Na'vi don't have 4 arms. They have 2 arms. They have no sign of every animal besides the Na'vi have 6 limbs. They have 4 arms and 2 legs.
You know, Daniel thought that world was like right next to Earth in their universe
They thought.
because he saw a planet in the sky. He was
Well,
like,
like, it
"Yeah,
was
that's
tight.
Earth. Those ships were coming from Earth right over." I was like,
Yeah,
no.
that's why they had to sleep.
I said,
Daniel.
no. I
That's
googled
why
it.
they
It was
slept
like in
4
the
years.
Alpha Centauri system. And I
No,
was
yeah,
like, that's
they-
like
he
that's
chose
like
a
2
real-
solar systems
He
away.
chose a real planet that was like a super
Yeah.
Super Earth. as what's his
Cat
name?
Williams.
Cat Williams.
A motherfucking super Earth.
Child puncher Cat Williams. Child
see
kisser Tom Brady. Child puncher Cat Williams.
Yeah, he beat up a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old almost beat him up.
His stupid hair. I thought that when he just wore it on stage, but he has that hair like real life.
And then he always tries to sound a lot smarter than I don't want to say smarter, but like I guess like wise than he actually is. Like he was like one thing. He was like this, then nobody that shot Tupac or something. I was like, he's like, but nobody cares, do they? I was like, you're trying to sound really profound by just saying a nothing over and over again. I hate when people do that. They try to make themselves sound spiritual or wise, and they just use a nothing system and repeat it in different sentences.
Yeah, like Snoop Dogg doesn't do that.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
They don't do that.
Did you see Cat Williams' bit about Joe Biden? You gave Brandon Eddie the job, bitch!
That was funny.
Yeah,
that bit was funny. I did see that clip. I saw
that man
clip.
is 99 goddamn years old. That
We didn't age, yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, they're really good comedians.
He's good in clips.
Yeah.
He like his shit. His stand up was funny.
Yeah, he does that funny.
I don't
stand-up.
laugh at a lot of stand up.
I love that.
I'm sorry, but Joe Rogan stand up.
No. Joe Rogan's not funny. Joe Rogan's not funny.
I've never laughed at stand up.
Joe Rogan.
It's not my humor.
Yeah, it's not my humor either. It's just like they're good jokes, but he's not the one making them funny. It's just that it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a general joke. Like if I look at Cameron and say beep beep boo boo, he's just gonna laugh. You know what I mean?
Like I also I saw one of his stand-ups and it was like in an arena or something. Everybody in there was smoking and he was like catering towards like potheads and I was like, but it's not pothead humor.
No, he's like the least.
But I can't speak on it.
I
I can't speak on it too much because I don't really watch too much of stand-up. But what I have seen has not necessarily made me belly laugh. Shane Gillis is pretty funny.
Oh, Shane Gillis.
The one who did the bit about Trump getting shot.
Oh, I don't remember that exactly.
Yeah, because he said like Trump was like he'd be like the funniest president that gets shot or whatever. He called the shooter gay and then like
yes,
he'd get shot and be like Yeah, it's pretty good.
How many? Have you ever seen Trump like shoot a gun? How many folds in his skin do you think would like jiggle?
Well,
you know
he
what
does.
I mean?
Apparently, he carries a gun.
He carries a gun.
Yeah, a revolver.
A revolver. Like we think it's like one of those little ankle revolvers.
No, we can't.
Like back in the
fucking far.
That's what's funny though. He has to go like, and he shoots his toe off.
It's in his hair, and he goes like this.
Yeah.
He flicks it out and catches it. Bam.
It's underneath the toupee.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn, son, where'd you
in my
find
toupee.
this? In my toupee. Toupee, brute. What else do we see? John Wick. That's more. We both had the same opinion on Avatar, but I think we both have different opinions on the news on John Wick 4.
I just think it was kind of like I thought we came away with the same take that it's just kind of like it was like the second and the third mixed together because I thought he was going to kill the high table.
I thought that was the whole.
Spoiler alert! By the way, I'm talking about every plot point in John Wick's, and I don't care.
Plot point John Wick. Like a lot of podcasts, pretty much every other podcast with younger people talking about.
Yeah, but like
John Wick, but
I thought he was gonna kill the high table, but he just killed more low level people. Killed another.
Yeah, I don't feel bad spoiling it, even if it wasn't just to a regular person, because it's not. I didn't find it that interesting.
Well, the guy at my work spoiled it for me. He was like, and it ends with him when he's shot and he's dying on the steps. I was like, huh?
I spoiled it for myself on a podcast because they weren't going to review it unless they spoiled it, and then they spoiled it, and I was like, oh, that kind of stinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like they were talking about how good it was and how good the fights were, but I thought the fights went on so long for no reason. And I saw the same stunt like men like die over and over again.
Yeah. I think they should have took. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But they should have took like they had the traditional John Wick fights, but then in like mass when he's fighting a lot of people, transitioned it into more of like a warlike combat. You know what I mean?
It turned into he's immortal now. Is what it turned into. It turned into GTA. Literally, he's taking bullets and just getting knocked down.
You know how in like Saving Private Ryan or something like that,
Yeah.
like you see like the tactics of these people like holding off an enemy advancement.
Yeah.
It should have been that, not him like oh, I'm gonna fight one guy. You have 50 people coming at you, and they should have
Yeah.
treated it like he's fighting 50 people at once because you are.
Yeah,
fighting
I
50
didn't
people
like
at
it
once.
also because the first two movies was about him infiltrating things and he's fighting guards. And this one, he fought guards, and then the big event is he's just being John Wick 3 again. Everyone's chasing him.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
and
what I
then
mean?
in the third one, I liked how they fought an actual military force.
Yeah, they did that at the end, and then he does
Yeah,
it again at the start, and that
they
makes
didn't
me think.
expand on that
Yeah.
either because it sounds like the
They
high power
didn't-
of an army.
Yeah,
Like, they have
I
an
think-
army with like sophisticated weaponry.
I think the people
and they
that-
didn't go into that.
Yeah.
They just were back
Yeah.
with this punch 'em up
Yeah, I
gung
think a
fu,
lot-
and I was like, it's fun, but expand, please. You
Yeah,
were doing that.
I think a
Like,
lot of
you
people that
stopped.
really like John Wick, or we really like John Wick, but a lot of people that like the general audience members were just like, it's a fun
And it was
shoot
fun.
'em up, and I was like, yeah, that is what it's supposed to be, but I didn't even enjoy that part of it because like I liked what they did with like the top down camera angle, but I'd be
Oh,
like,
that
this
was fucking cool.
that was cool, but again, it just went on too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like.
because it also it's like it's not a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
It is the most successful action movie like thing. The
Yeah.
Equalizer had too, but like
There's
like
a third one now.
And really, a third one coming
Third
out.
one's coming out. It's like riding off of John Wick having a
Okay,
final
yeah.
chapter.
But I
It's
mean,
like
like
the
you get what I
final
mean.
chapter.
Like that is an action popcorn movie.
No, yeah.
But John Wick was like it's Keanu Reeves. Like this is like it's like a Matrix thing.
No,
like,
yeah.
it is like
Yeah, yeah.
it's a phenomenon.
Also, I remember
It's not
everyone
just
else.
a
I
shoot 'em
remember I heard everyone saying that. Sorry, Troy texted me. I heard everyone saying that like he was really bad in the movie, but everyone was saying, well, he's not that good of an actor in every other movie. It's like, no, in the first ones, yeah, he's not the best actor, but he sounded good in John Wick 1 through 3.
yeah, but
He
his character
sounded-
is supposed to be like
He sounded like
a toned down like yeah. I feel like he was taking off of the Bill and Ted vibe of like the laid back like yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like adding like I killed people.
no, yeah,
Like,
but it sounded good in 1 through 3.
Yeah.
But then in this one, it sounds like he like couldn't. It sounds like he needed a lozenge.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
his
he's
buddy,
like, he kind of
So-
talked like this.
So yeah,
and stared at the ground.
I need a gun.
I need a gun. So he would talk. And then, but they also, is it just me or they introduced too many goddamn characters in this freaking movie?
Yeah.
They do that every movie, but they don't show up again.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Why? Like here's the thing. In the second one, like what is it with him and like fighting his Asian friends? Like he like in the second movie, the third movie.
Third movie, and they hire that Asian well, he's the suit that he runs a sushi shop.
Yeah.
And he has a katana, and he's like newer. He's not like a veteran, but she's like,
She's like, and he's like a fan of John Wick.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
fan of John Wick, and that's what you find on the end. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's just like that. This is where we're getting. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
his other friend, like, they even brought the other guy in as if
Yeah.
you were supposed to know who he was. Like they were supposed to have this thing of like, oh, that's his friend. If he was in the second, third, or even the
I
first
really-
one, like
Yeah.
if like they could even had him in the beginning, like in a small scene where his wife had died, and the guy like consoles him, it's like, everything's
Mhm.
gonna be okay. And then you have not have seen him until that.
Yeah.
And then brought that up. Oh, familiarity.
Yeah.
I can't fucking talk. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And then also
they
with
didn't
that guy,
do that.
he's made sense at first, like his first couple fight scenes in Japan
Yeah.
and in Kyoto, wherever they were.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah, in the
He's blind.
first few scenes it was good because he had his like own little tactics. He knew how to stay quiet, and then he would ambush people. That's how he would fight, right?
Yeah.
But then later on, no, he was just daredeviling. He was like even more. Even
He was a
worse.
guy from the fucking Rogue One.
Yeah, he was
He was
literally
dodging blaster bolts. He's dodging bullets. It's the same guy.
Grabbed the dude, and yeah, is it the same actor?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah. I liked Rogue One.
Mm,
There's stuff I didn't like about Rogue One.
I didn't like
I'm a
that
big
guy's
Star Wars
acting
fan.
either.
I thought
It wasn't-
I
it wasn't
liked him
very
at first.
good.
I liked him at first, and then later on, he's like, "I need you to get up the stairs, John."
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What? This is just weird.
Where did he come from?
Also, the
Was
car-
he lost? Did he like lose? He's just like, oh shit! I'm in an open space. I have to find where I'm at.
Yeah, well, how does he get anywhere? Because he'd need like get that fast. You know what I mean? He'd have to map all of Paris.
Yeah, but he
know what I
also
mean?
he would die. he would get killed if he was in a gunfight.
No, yeah.
You don't know where all these bullets are coming
Yeah,
from.
I
There's
like
a person
that-
up there, a person
I
up there.
like
You
that
can't see.
I thought at first I was like, he doesn't use guns. He's going to use his environment. You know what I mean? And his like super senses. So he'll like do a thing where he tricks them, makes them shoot each other or something. So because he doesn't use a gun, or
Yeah.
he did it a couple times where he would like go pop 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 like shoot
Yeah.
in a cone because he didn't know where. And then other times he'd shoot like where exactly they were. And I was
Yeah.
like, bruh. I
That
was
that
like, come
then
on.
that tracker guy really did look like Gideon. He 100%.
Yeah, he did look like the
Even some of the cadence that he said seemed like
I didn't like
it was.
I didn't like his role in it either. He felt shoved in too.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
I like him
Yeah, I like
as a
him
character. And
as
I
a
like
character,
the actor, but
but
it just didn't
when
feel...
where they inserted him didn't make sense.
You know what? You know what I think happened? I think these
Again,
were
they could
all...
have had him come up for like 2 seconds in another one of the movies, and
yeah,
then
I think what happened is that these characters were supposed to be in the Continental spin-off show. Then COVID hit, and then they kind of put them in this movie. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of stuff with movies where they had an idea, where this was either going to be a show or a bunch of movies, and then they smacked it all in one.
And then also, how many is it just hitmen that
Yeah.
stay at those hotels? Because
Yeah.
now it doesn't seem that way. You have one in every city all over the world. Like, how many hitmen are there? How
Yeah,
many people need to die?
yeah.
Because it seems like there's hundreds of people after you. Like, it's so weird.
And Avatar 2, I felt like should have been a TV show. James Cameron wouldn't have had it that way because he's like, it has to be seen on the big screen. It has to be seen in Ultra 3D. It's
Everyone
like,
has to watch this at the bottom of the ocean.
yeah. The wave pool they made was pretty good though. For that, he does improve on the technology, James Cameron,
Yeah.
with all of his shit, which is really cool that he does that. But it also is just like, you know,
Was it him or Scorsese? I know Scorsese said it, but I think he said it too that Marvel movies weren't like.
I think James
Actual-
Cameron said something else about them, but Scorsese said they were like a roller coaster. They weren't real film, which I can
Like-
understand why he said it, but it's
But
like
he makes the same fucking movies.
Yeah.
They're good, they're decent, but it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
it's
The
like
Godfather.
saying, it's like saying that like, oh, making a really good like birthday cake, like baking a really good cake,
Yeah.
is nothing like cooking a well done like a Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
a
like
lot of Scorsese movies are
Yeah.
mafia. It's like
no, yeah, they're
how
all the
are you
same
gonna
thing.
shit on Marvel movies?
They're all the
when
same thing. They're
all
all
they
great,
make
but they're all the same thing.
all they make is superhero movies. All you make is Italian people
Yeah, because
shooting
that's
each other
what he
and
knows.
committing blue
That's what
collar
he knows, and what Kevin Feige knows is comic books, so he made comic book movies.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you do. It's exactly what you do. And it was hard for them because they made a bunch of movies up to Endgame that were really good. Everything, even Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yeah.
before Endgame, I really liked besides Captain Marvel, essentially.
Yeah.
Besides Captain Marvel.
And they
I
just
really liked
made that so they could have her.
Yeah,
as a
they
character.
screwed over
Yeah.
Brie Larson. They screwed over everyone in that
Yeah.
movie.
I don't really have an issue with Brie Larson.
No, I don't have an issue with Brie Larson. They messed her. They did because they had 5 writers and 2 directors on that movie, and none of them were of any like big notoriety. So that made me think like none of them were James
I
Gunn.
got a crush on Brie Larson. I'm not even fucking.
No, Bert, it's good, and she's a good actress. You saw saw her in Scott Pilgrim. She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was like, his ex.
Oh yeah,
And she was good.
yeah.
She's good in a lot of stuff she does, but I felt like she got on set as Captain Marvel and they're like, how do you think a superhero poses and how do you think a superhero talks? And then she did that and they go, okay, do that for the next few months as we
Yeah.
film. You know what I mean? They didn't give her any direction or like
Let's see. Yeah.
personality. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, although now I feel like Marvel's kind of overdoing it just a little bit.
No, yeah, they should have stopped. They should have just
What
done.
are they gonna do with Jonathan Majors?
They should have just.
What
done,
are they gonna do?
Yeah, they should have just done the
What
TV
the hell
shows.
are they gonna do?
They should just
Yeah.
do TV shows.
Yeah.
Same thing with Star Wars. Like they're gonna be doing some more Star Wars movies, but they should just stick to TV shows because that's number one, better way of making money. Don't want Disney to get a whole lot of money. Don't really like Disney as a corporation that much, but I like Star Wars. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you can like a property and not like the thing though.
Yeah,
I love
100%.
Halo and 343 and
Yeah,
Paramount
Microsoft,
are
yeah.
dog shit. So and Microsoft are dog shit.
Mhm.
So you can like the Nintendo games, but if Sony does some stupid shit, then you're just
Nintendo is a Sony.
No.
Nintendo's its own thing. When Nintendo screws up all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Nintendo's terrible. Yep.
Same thing with Sony.
Yep.
Sony gave up that Spider-Man battle. They did.
They gave up on the property of other characters, I think, and they were just like, let's just do Spider-Verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they have no reason not to
niche.
sell.
It's cartoony and it's catered towards kids, but then the fans fans like it too.
I think it's catered towards kids. I think it's just a really well-made movie.
No, it's an everybody movie, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an everybody movie.
Every age.
Yeah, it's a general audience movie. It's a family movie that also is just super well-made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like movies like that. And I like that they're continuing it, not just making it a gimmick, kind of like they did with Lego Batman.
Yeah.
That's kind of their Lego Batman, but actually just actual plot. You know what I mean?
There were Lego Batman movies.
There was the Lego Batman. It was like a comedy. Remember?
No, I remember the Lego movie with Batman.
Yeah. It was that Batman from that same voice actor, same character. It's him, and he's like getting Robin, and it's like it's really funny. Actually, I watched it.
Getting robbed. I was like, that's what happened to his parents. And they died.
They died.
There's so many characters that beat the shit out of Batman. Batman is like oversaturated.
No, yeah,
I'm not a Batman.
Well, the whole point of him is that
Captain America could drop Batman, Iron Man could drop Batman, Master Chief could drop.
Well, the whole point of him is that he's smart and he has prep time. The whole point of him is that he's a human amongst this like world of gods that is able to like trick them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He builds off of their mortality. You know what I mean? He can't fight someone like Doomsday because Doomsday doesn't have mortality. So he needs someone like Superman to hold him off and be like, I have the Doomsday kill pill or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the smartest guy in the universe.
Yeah.
That's why. Like Iron Man, too. You know what I mean? But Batman has built Iron Man type suits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand where their will comes from, though. Like their willpower. They're like these preppy little rich people.
Batman? Or all superheroes?
Well, I mean, Batman, his parents were killed, but
Batman has willpower, but he's supposed to be like.
And there's a lot of these people who don't have like that traumatic of a background in terms of, I guess, like fiction.
It was traumatic as you could do in the 40s and get away with it. Is how it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, got more traumatic. She got paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah,
and
I mean, like
the
Mandalorian, like that's. I mean, his parents died, but the tragic planet gets invaded.
Huh?
Your planet gets invaded by non-organic beings, and they kill everybody.
And he was really, really, really young.
Yeah,
he was like 3 years old.
It's the same thing.
10,
the Halo stuff where their planets are burned or they're kidnapped. Like I just feel like as fiction has went on, you can provide a more lengthy, more, I guess, like sympathetic backstory to somebody instead of just being like his parents were mugged.
Yeah,
and like they're like, oh, wow, because I guess like imagine like the imaginative like you get what I mean, that there wasn't this groundedness in like things.
You mean back then?
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, because it was the start of that sort of fiction. It was the start of sci-fi. It was the start of fiction.
Yeah.
Bullet in the moon. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that type of thing. But let's talk about you went on a trip to Chincoteague, right?
No, it was Assateague. Well, West Ocean City, Maryland. All of Ocean City. I got barbecue on the other side, which was good.
Yeah, anything funny happen? Or was it pretty mean?
I saw a damn otter.
You saw an otter?
Well, I was talking to that guy.
Say that a lot.
I was talking to that guy. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That's you've said.
No, yeah, I have seen otters out there. I played flashlight tag with an otter because you're never down there.
I've been down here my entire life with you, and I've never seen an otter.
You don't remember the otter we saw by the boat ramp?
I remember seeing a thing in the water. It could have been an otter, but I've never seen an otter. I feel like
muskrats and beavers hibernate. Otters don't.
We see it in the winter or we see it in the summer?
We saw it in the winter. It was like November. But Chris, they see them out there on the ice all the time when it freezes.
Well, I wish I did.
And we found a dead one. You remember we found that dead otter? Do you remember that? The dead one?
I don't remember.
Me and Corey found a dead one, and I called the DNR.
Well, when I see an otter, I'll see an otter, but I don't believe there's like.
Well, they're very elusive. So there's a this slink thing slinking along. He was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Is that a seal?" He goes, "Oh, it's just an otter." I was like, We don't have sea otters here." He was like, "No, it's a river otter. They come down here all the time. They'll go out the inlet into the ocean and swim around." So
I don't know. I feel like we would have like seen them, and then they'd start like a breeding like thing.
Well, no, I mean they're here. They're just really elusive. You can trap them. I even talked to Uncle Vinny. He said they're here. Like back when we used to talk to them. Like he said they're there. They're there. They're just elusive. And I had the guys down there, all the net guys that catch the white perch in March. They told me that they had to move their nets because the otters cut holes and steal all their fish.
That stuff kind of makes me think more about like the cryptid stuff, like Sasquatch. A little more sometimes, because sometimes you're like, well, how many people see these things, and a lot of it is fake, but how many times there's like nothing that big could live there for like out being seen that long, but then like
but the thing with that is like we don't see it because we don't know what we're looking for, but watermen, people who are in the wild like that, they know what they're looking for. They trap them. That's why with the whole Bigfoot thing, these people know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. They would have found it. And there's no fossil record either.
No,
we're the only ape in North America.
We walked across Asia when it was icy, and that's how we got here.
And the only primates in South America, I believe, they were refugees.
Also, was it true that there were never native horses here? The Spanish brought them? There were never native horses in America. The Spanish brought them.
No, there were. Yes, there were. Horses were widespread. They crossed the land bridge from Asia. Horses are from Asia. Did you know that? No. You're thinking of Assateague. There were no wild horses on Assateague, and it was suspected that a Spanish ship had crashed, and the horses got out over there because they don't know where the horses came from.
I type really slow. The horses seen in America West today are descended from domesticated breed introduced from Europe. They are therefore non-native species and not indigenous. Although many horse lineages evolved in North America, they went extinct approximately over 11,000 years ago in the Pleistocene. So the ones the Native Americans rode weren't.
Did they come from? Look up Asian horses migrating to North America because I believe they crossed the land. I believe they did, dude. I've been on a paleo kick. Horses. Like I've been looking up. So I watched this documentary. Last night, I was eating dinner. It was called Death of the Mega Beasts. It sounds like a sci-fi original movie, but it's
horses resembling the ones we know today evolved in North America. Okay. From there, they spread to Asia and Europe. Migration between 1 million and 800 years ago. So it was their ancestors started here, went somewhere else, but then the ancestors died, which is a very big pattern in nature, I think.
Yeah, but then
they start somewhere, they go somewhere else, then the things that started die. You know what I mean?
But didn't the Native Americans have horses, or did we?
They had horses, but they were from the Spanish.
Were they from the Spanish?
They're from the conquistadors. Conquistadors was during
no, but how did they get them in North America? The Spanish didn't come to North America. Did they get them from Vikings?
How did
Native Americans get horses? Hold on, I'm gonna grab a snack. Dude, I'm hungry.
Okay. In the late 1400s, Spanish conquistadors brought Europe horses to North America. So what?
Okay, they did.
Because the conquistadors are why Native Americans got more light skin over time. They weren't like that. They looked more like probably like
not North American, the South American.
Yeah, but that went to the north. They would
a few hundred years later, we colonized North America.
No, yeah, but the horses ended up going to the north because so did the natives. Probably, I don't know. We aren't a history podcast. We aren't history buffs.
Prehistory. I know more about the Triassic than I know about white people invading places.
Well, yeah,
I hate Europeans. Not like modern Europeans, but like if I had the ability,
all humans in general were bad people.
I mean, no matter where they right now are bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, humans.
But there's a more modern way of.
Well, animals are fucked up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Everyone says oh, the peaceful elephants. It's like if the elephants evolved to where we evolved, they would do the exact same thing we would do because everyone has anger, and that's what evolves. You know what I mean? Fear, anger, resentment is what nature is built off of. But yeah, let's talk about prehistory while we have another like 10 minutes left and you're browsing at your phone.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. And eating in my mic, which should be fun.
What's your favorite, I guess, like, epoch?
My favorite epoch?
Yeah.
I hate to say Cretaceous, but I can't think of Jurassic was cool because it started with they had weird dinosaurs that died off. Triassic was cool. No, I think in my three it goes Cretaceous, and then oh god, what was with the giant bugs? Carboniferous period, and then one with the Gorgonopsids, Permian. I think was the Permian.
Late Permian.
Late Permian was with the Gorgonopsids, the mammal-like reptiles related to echidnas.
Bro, there was
So Knuckles is more related to a Gorgonopsid than he is a hedgehog.
do you know
Late Permian Knuckles. That should
Do
be
you,
next Ugandan Knuckles.
do you do you know about a Cryolophosaurus?
No, some percent of Cryolophosaurus. Yeah. So
What about Chronovinator? You know about that?
That was later, but yeah.
Chronovinator?
Yeah, it's got the freaking. Well, some dinosaurs, I swear, like the Concavinator is called Concavinator because it's got a freaking concave like slot in its back.
Yeah,
and
there's a spine.
It was a spine. And then sometimes when I look at it, I'm just like, is that really how that thing looks? Or
No,
did we find a deformity?
No, there's
just fucked up?
there's like more.
Yeah, let me look up Concavinators. Yeah, but dinosaurs have been our pageants since we were little. We still we used to fight over Spinosaurus.
Yo, you ever heard of a Moschomps?
What?
Google it. Google Moschomps.
Is that a dinosaur?
It's a Permian
How do you spell it?
reptile.
With a Z or an S?
Moschomps.
Moss chomps.
And then there's I've something.
Moss chomps. Oh, okay. No, yeah, these things.
Yeah.
These are related. These are related to the big lizards.
Yeah, and then there was ew, look at his face.
Oh, they're an arc. Look at them in arc.
Yeah, look at his damn face.
Just to kill them in arc.
And then there was what was it? Something. Look up
Cryolophosaurus?
No, it's not Cryolophosaurus. It's Look up
Prytodon.
No, look up Permian. Just write CRY and see what happens. Yeah, look at him. Look at him right there. The furthest one over there. Look at him. Yeah. Look at that guy. Look at that little fuck. Yeah.
How big was it? Oh my god, it was huge.
Yeah, big enough. Yo, look how tiny his head is, bro.
They'll put next to a person with a sword. Oh my god.
Smart people talk.
Smart people talk.
There you
Smart people talk.
We'll save that for something
I'm
else.
pretty sure it's a mathematician who doesn't know it. Coditrio Nitrus. How do you say this name? Codilor Nitrus.
Hey, you need to stop. No,
Nicus.
you need
Nicus. No. Hinctus.
Hinctus? No. I've watched the video on this and they did not say no Hinctus.
Well, I can also put it into a translator.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait.
Ah.
English.
Codolorhynchus.
Codolorhynchus?
Chylolorhynchus.
No, Codolorhynchus.
Yeah, I remember that.
Codolorhynchus. And what does its name mean?
Low-headed fuck.
It doesn't have a translation from Latin. I put it in English to Latin to English, and it didn't.
Because it's half named after a guy.
Ooh.
The guy. I watched the video and I forgot a lot of what was going on. But I don't know. I can't. I just love prehistory. I can't pick out a period that I like. I like T-Rex out of most theropods.
I think
just because of how powerful.
Yeah. Well,
here's
my theory about T-Rex being so strong is that I think that there are probably stuff. I think that the Carcharodontosaurs, like Giganotosaurus, and all the other dinosaurs found down south were probably just as tough as T-Rex, but we don't have as many bones. The reason probably we think T-Rex is so strong is because We have so many bone. It's the most abundant bone we have because of Hell's Creek.
But we know
because it's the most preserved layer.
we know their bite force though. We have their skulls. We know how hard they could bite, and that's the driving force. Like in Jurassic Park, like
yeah, but we also don't know the bite force of Giganotosaurus because we haven't found a skull of Giganotosaurus.
I thought we did.
We found teeth and we found a skull part. It's mostly Acrocanthosaurus that informed.
Well, if you find the teeth, you can figure out how hard it could bite. Because if its teeth aren't designed the way T-Rex's is, it wasn't. Yeah. It was not. Its mouth doesn't have the hardware of.
Yeah. Well, I think T-Rex was just
like if you find the bullet but you don't find the gun, you know that this gun did not shoot a high powered round because it's small. You know the hardware, the teeth of the bullets and the jaws of the gun.
Yeah, but I literally think because of Hell's Creek, I think Triceratops and T-Rex are like the number two, besides like ammonites and like mollusks, like dinosaurs, like Dinosauria.
It's crazy that a land predator has the strongest bite of anything that's ever lived. Any mosasaur and any shark. No,
had the biggest land.
It's the Tyrannosaurus has the strongest bite force of anything that has lived.
Animal biggest bite force.
Because I think a T-Rex is 13,000 pounds.
Hippocampus. Great white shark.
No, it's not a great white shark. It's 4,000. What of all time?
T-Rex bite force. PSI.
What the fuck?
That's not true. That's not true.
Where is that from? Is that from a .gov?
Is that true? 431,000 pounds of square force?
God damn. God damn.
Mosasaur.
Fuck that.
Bite.
Hell no.
What the hell?
Dude. You know in Jurassic Park where he bites the Jurassic Park 3, he bites a spine on the back of the neck? His head would come off. His fucking head would come off.
Well.
Sperm whales don't have that strong a bite. They just carry stuff. Yeah, it had the strongest bite.
10,000. 10,000. No,
yeah. It had the strongest bite.
I can't believe that because that's so much more. But also, it's per square inch, though. So it's based on the mass of the head, which is still a lot. But still,
it's a one-hit kill. Like if it even glances bite at you, just
no, that's not how that works. It would tear off flesh, but it wouldn't you know what I mean?
No, but I mean
there are Triceratops with bite marks of T-Rex that lived. Like chunks.
Yeah, but you don't know if it was, but you don't know like if it was a juvenile or something. What I'm saying
they
is
were like big,
like but in these movies where like Jurassic Park where they're like chewing on each other, if a T-Rex bit a Giga in the neck, it's gonna die.
But also T-Rex was not that fast, and that's why it had a big bite force. It wasn't that fast.
Yeah, but I mean you don't need to be that fast. If you were like he's not like slow moving where he bite, he can't run, but if you're near him, his reflexes are probably gonna be fast enough to swing around and bite.
Too far into the versus thing we want to do, but I do think that if Giganotosaurus fought T-Rex, I think if Giga got the other hand, it could knock T-Rex over, and then just like I think because T-Rex, as far as it is not Godzilla. If an animal T-Rex or other theropod gripped onto its neck and then just pulled, it could just pull its
here's the thing: its neck and its body was so thick that the teeth of a Giga are catered towards slicing. It's not piercing bone.
It can still do that. It's not bone. It's meat.
No. Yeah, I know. But you're talking about a situation where he'd have to like get on top of his neck. The T-Rex has a skull that's snapping shut. It wouldn't be able to get near.
It did have claws that it would like what it in Acrocanthosaurus, what all Carnosaurus would do was that it would bite and it would bring forth and then it would slash your fucking eyes out so you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but they also have evidence of T-Rex gouging animals with its feet.
No, so that's what they
you have. The thing brings it close, but the T-Rex is gnawing at you with its giant ass foot. It's going to cut your gut open.
What weighs less?
I think a T-Rex is heavier.
Yeah, but if a Giganotosaurus is lighter, that means it's faster. Wait. 90,000 to 30,000.
I think Giga was just taller. That's like saying,
it was taller and it was lighter because it had to chase.
But that's like putting what was it, Adesanya against Mike Tyson at his peak.
No,
Mike Tyson would kill him.
Oh, okay, wait. It was a lot. T-Rex was a lot lighter.
Okay, well then you have a lighter guy with a bigger bite force.
Yeah, maybe.
Who's possibly a little quicker. And Giga chased sauropods, so he didn't have to fucking move that fast.
T-Rex.
T-Rex had to get away from ankylosaur swings.
Yeah.
Giga also didn't kill armored animals. Like a T-Rex literally fought its food. Like Giga would just run up and slice and run away. Like it scared other predators off of food to eat, but like a T-Rex legitimately fought its food.
Mm-hmm.
It had to fight its food and other members of its species and win.
Yeah.
So if you were an animal like Utah raptor, it was a solitary hunter, had to literally fight its food to kill it.
Yeah.
And it fought armored animals. Giga did not fight armored animals. It was
I still think in a predator versus predator thing, I think they're still more evenly matched than you think. Because T-Rex is really a one-shot pony, and Giga has.
and that's the thing.
Giga
The Giga
was more flexible.
Yeah,
overall.
but the Giga could hit him 4 or 5 times, but the reality of you not getting bit by a T-Rex in a fight with him is not very likely.
I mean,
if he bit, like, let's just go with the Jurassic Park fights. Any animal in the Jurassic Park franchise that has been bit by Rexy would die immediately.
Well, any animal would have been bit by another dinosaur would just died.
Well, no, because Allosaurus, if it bites you, its bite force isn't going to careen through your fucking chest. Mm-hmm. It's not that strong. Mm-hmm. Like an alligator. If you get bit by a mountain lion, you could run away. If you get bit by an alligator on your arm, you're not getting your fucking arm back.
No, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a Giga could bite you. You could get away.
Yeah.
If a Giga bit a juvenile sauropod, the juvenile sauropod would walk away with a chunk taken out of it, but it'll probably heal. It's a slice. He has a piece of meat. If a T-Rex committed to killing a juvenile sauropod, he would latch onto a chunk of its body and break through its shoulder and kill it immediately. It would be a life-threatening wound. You wouldn't be able to get away.
Forget that there's like all the dinosaurs we found. There's still probably so many in between that we haven't found.
Yeah, that's very.
You know what
true.
I mean? Like also, like 65 million years ago, T-Rex may or may not have been alive when the meteor happened.
Yeah,
it may have been its like ancestor that was like maybe even the same.
I mean, our fossil beds the fossil record. We do have a very sound and profound amount of animals.
Yeah,
I think we have more animals in the fossil record than we do on Earth right now.
Well, that's because it's been millions of years of the fossil record.
Yeah,
it's millions of years of animals.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, just in terms of what we found, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we've discovered more animals that are dead than the ones that are alive. Not because there's more, just because they're so prevalent.
I don't think that's true because of bugs.
Yeah,
bugs are different, and bugs, and also
we're not talking about.
But also, we're only 65 million years after a giant extinction event, and they had hundreds of million years to rebuild their stuff, and they were all in supercontinents and all that.
Life would actually take pretty quickly after that. Like after a year, the skies would get normal again.
No, yeah. But everything
a year of everything not eating. Like we're thinking human. Humans will be able to survive that probably. If you hunkered down and then had food supplies, a year goes by, the atmosphere is okay, and you go outside.
So we talked about T-Rex, but we never talk about dinosaurs that we don't usually think about. So, what is a good matchup? So, who do you think would win, a giraffe or Quetzalcoatlus?
I think the giraffe.
You think the giraffe?
Because, like, here's the thing. I don't believe that. I know it killed animals, but I don't think it soared out of the sky and grabbed a hadrosaur, which weighed tons by its neck with its skinny neck and flung it onto the ground. Like, it's a strong animal, but I don't think it could grab a 13,000-pound animal by the neck and sling it on the ground like in Jurassic Evolution. Like, I don't think it could do that.
I think my thing's charging. Okay.
It definitely ate more. It could probably kill something the size of a bison, but in terms of, kill it. Like if it was like on the ground and it pecked at it, you could probably kill it.
Yeah.
But another thing, like a giraffe is like almost as tall as it, and giraffes smack each other with their heads.
Yeah.
So if a giraffe used its horns in its head and smacked into a pterosaur, which flies, didn't they have hollow bones because they had to fly?
Pterosaurs?
Yeah, I believe they did. In certain
no, they might not, because bats, they have the same wing setup as a bat. They have the skin between the legs, so they might not have hollow bones when they look up, because they must be close enough.
Have you
pterosaur.
ever heard the argument where people are like, "Oh, some dinosaurs may actually be dragons because hollow bones
yeah, that
don't
was the shit we- yeah,
fossilize."
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, we have bird fossils, you idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, tiny birds don't fossilize well, but ones the size of dinosaurs fossilize well.
We do have tiny bird fossils.
Yeah, well, we do. Yeah, we do.
So it's not
But we don't-
impossible.
yeah.
So every dragon
Yeah,
and all their wings are gone.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so stupid.
No, but it's like tiny bird bones. Yeah, they don't fossilize well, but we have found them. But that's why we've only recently found that bird dinosaurs were around.
Yeah.
During like the Cretaceous.
Yeah, and
Like, they were around.
Well, you don't know. Look what we haven't found. I'm like, I know that we're not going to find a Bigfoot skeleton. Like, you just know it.
Yeah.
Well, how? Because we have a very successful layering of the Cenozoic animals in here, and there's no ape fossils.
Yeah. A pterosaur's wing bones were hollow tubes with walls no thicker than a playing card. Like bird bones, they were flexible and lightweight. So they're related enough to have hollow bones.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
But I don't think all their bones are hollow. That's probably
you have hollow bones. You have hollow bones.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they did. All right, yeah. Then no, I don't think it would be successful in fighting a giraffe, an aggressive giraffe.
Yeah,
like giraffes were aggressive as hell. They are. If a giraffe sees you and it's like a male, it'll chase you and kill you.
Yeah,
it'll kick you.
Okay.
Like that's accurate. At eating a.
No, yeah, the babies.
Yeah. It could kill something. Yeah, it could eat you. Yeah. It could eat you 100%.
I think you could beat a Quetzal more easy than you could beat a giraffe.
It just grab on its fucking arm.
Yeah.
And it'd probably like feel pain in the fact that its arm could break and then you'd leave.
No, yeah. What would it be? Okay.
I feel like the bigger you are, the better you can fly. Deinonychus versus what?
Deinonychus versus a Bengal tiger. Deinonychus might not be too big. Let me go about big Deinonychus.
I think it's like
Deinonychus is what tall. Velociraptors should be.
But here's the thing about those animals: they'd be like lightweight, 150 pounds, like a wolf. In Jurassic Park, they're built like elites. Like they're built like heavy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, they're genetically modified. That's the excuse.
Yeah. But But I mean, like, it's a lightweight animal. It's compared to a Bengal tiger would fight off a terror bird. There you go.
That is true.
There you go. Terror birds are taller than they are, way more. Smilodon fought off terror birds.
That is true.
So I think a single Deinonychus would fall prey to a Bengal tiger. I do.
Let me look this up. I'm going to look up its weight, because weight really means something. 160 to 200, yeah, it's not beating a Bengal tiger. I'm trying to think of animals it could be. It could be a cougar.
I mean, yeah.
Could be a jaguar.
I mean, also, it may scare a tiger, depending on its...
No, I think if a tiger saw, like, a Deinonychus, it would be like... It would just run away.
Probably also faster than most things that it's ever encountered before.
No, they weren't that fast.
How fast?
They weren't as fast as you think. They aren't cheetah fast because you can't be that fast on two legs.
No, but I mean, even
no arms.
No,
like an
but I mean, even if it's running at 45 miles an hour sustained, it's running faster than they can run sustained.
It could walk. It could run over. It could run up to 20 miles an hour over short distances. So it was a sprinter. So it could run 20 miles an hour.
Oh, when they probably fought like. They're probably nimble, but they pack hunted mid-sized animals.
Yeah, they don't know if they think they pack hunted. They might have pack hunted, but they also think they might have been like coyotes, or like there just might have been mating pairs or something like that. Because a lot of birds don't. They have to think of a bird.
Well, they do have evidence of dromaeosaur packs. Like Velociraptor hunted in packs.
No, yeah. What's a bigger?
Utah raptor.
Okay, Dilophosaurus. 11, 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Not 4 feet tall. Which, you know what? Let's just go away from the versus thing. Let's talk about our favorite movie, Jurassic Park, and how dumb, not that the movie was, but everyone else was with the Dilophosaurus, where everyone just assumed that Dilophosaurus was a fully grown Dilophosaurus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think in the book it says it's bigger.
It's a baby.
It's a baby. He literally says he says you're not like your big brothers. Which he might be talking about other dinosaurs, but he might be talking about other Dilophosaurus. Which is like, but then everyone just ran with the idea that it's tiny and now it's inaccurate.
Yeah, but
it's
like
like
in Jurassic World they made that.
Yeah, solidified it, which was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Also sucked in the most recent Jurassic World is the most Dilophosaurus we've gotten in forever. and it gets choked out by Chris Pratt. It gets choked out by Mario.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad. Okay, we are at an hour 8. Anything else you can think to talk about?
Did I forget to go in? Oh, you said the cast of characters from work, right?
Yeah. So the little crazy
And
characters. You work.
Orange Ruffy, this is a lady with a horrible tan. And
Yeah.
she looks like Trump, and I call
Yeah.
her Orange Ruffy because I work in a seafood department, and it fits.
Yeah.
And then you have Doug Watson, which
Yeah.
he does not look like a Doug Watson.
What
He's
we
like
need
a
to do.
flamboyant guy with a bandana.
What we need to do is we need to get Tori in that seat because she won't be want to be on camera, and you need to describe these people when she's going to draw them after she graduates.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So, who else? Speed. He doesn't come in anymore. I call him that because I thought he was on it every time he came to the fucking store.
Yeah, not Speed, the Twitch streamer.
No. What the hell?
That'd be fun. What if he walked in? What would you do if Speed walked in?
I'd hand him a fish and tell him to do something. Because you know he would.
I don't know because he kind of seems like one of those guys that just like does something on camera. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's always filming.
But he's also a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
He is always filming. That is true. He is always filming, which annoys the hell out of me. That everyone's always filming. It's a really big thing with Twitch streamers where they will, or any streamer, where they like will go to Japan or Korea and stream in Twitch. Well, in Korea, they like it, apparently. Yeah. They love being on camera in Korea, apparently. Yeah. But that's what I hear from podcasts.
Well, I mean, do you think it comes off of the K-pop thing? Because they like that when
just more social media. I think there's just Western stuff. Yeah. I think they're a good in between Eastern Asian like culture, like kind or cult. Like,
we need to be careful being white people talking about this shit.
No, yeah. Well, we're also just guessing. I would love to go to Japan. One of my guys I work with.
That'd be cool.
Seoul would be cool. I want to go to Japan because one of the guys I work with, his daughter lives in.
We should go to the north.
Go to where? Let's go to the north. Yeah. Hey, Kim.
You know what? Do you think they'd find me if I went hunting in North Korean wilderness? It's touched.
They would find you before you could even. They would see you miles away.
Even if I wore a ghillie suit?
Yes, Brady.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go like hunt a panda and like the.
I don't know if they have pandas. They have tigers. Not in Korea. Do they have pandas in Korea?
I'm gonna hunt some type of bovine animal.
I thought they were like more southern.
Yeah. I mean,
bovine. They probably have hogs.
You know what? We should release invasive species into North Korea. Just release ostriches.
That'd be so fucked up.
Just release emus at the border.
Well, there's innocent people that live in Korea.
What is an emu gonna do?
What?
Provide them food.
Emu? Yeah. We give them the emu awards like the Australians. Yeah. You heard about that? The Australian emu awards?
Yeah, well, there were so many damn emus they were trying to kill them all.
Yeah.
And they couldn't.
Imagine you're in the outback, in the desert, and you walk out of the bush, and you walk out of like your little ranch house they had back in the 1800s in Australia before they had like bigger cities or whatever the fuck, and you walk out and you just see a mass of like brown and like blue feathers just running at you like a herd. Just
knife in it. Knife in it.
Yeah.
There was a guy who choked an emu out. In right by HCC, killed it with his bare hands.
We heard about that. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. That happens in Hartford County.
Yeah, because the people were trying to move. Like mom and dad were getting new renters for the house of my house.
Yeah.
So before I lived there.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get new renters, and this guy's like telling us a situation, something with his girlfriend or something, and they did snooping on Facebook to figure out what was going on. Yeah. The girl posted like a guy she had been seeing or something, or she had a stalker or somebody, showed up to her farm. You know 136? Like that farm that's out in the when you get past the Duncan, where the rat children live in that house? Yeah, it's out there at that farm. Somebody snuck on her farm at night and choked her fucking emu out, killed it. So, because in her post, she was like, it was killed by human hands. And I was like,
it's fucked up that it died.
I was like,
but I would laugh
my choke out of a velociraptor.
I would laugh.
How do you do that shit?
I think you could probably choke out an emu pretty well. Because it doesn't have any arms. It just has legs.
No, yeah, but its legs kill shit.
No, I think you can't kill an ostrich with your bare hands. I think that'd be hard. But I think an emu... You could probably overpower.
It was friendly, and it was looking at him like, oh.
Yeah, well, I think if you could draw like
sacked it, like sat on top.
No, yeah, I think you could. Yeah, well, I think like if it's
Because if
think
you
you
do
can kill
this,
an
right?
emu
If
rather
it's like
easily with your
this,
bare hands.
if the emu's here and here, and its head is coming out, touching you, and you grab it like that, and pull it down, but then you sit on its neck, and its legs are here, and its head's here, and you're sitting on.
You know what's an animal recently that I think I heard about in a podcast.
Yeah.
This is the podcast about podcasts, but I just realized that you could never kill a fully grown cow with your bare hands.
No, it's a cow.
That's what I mean. But you ever think about that?
I mean, I've heard that.
What are you gonna
argument
do?
before. People are like, yeah, I think I could kill a cow. Like cows kill more people a year than they do freaking like saltwater crocodiles. I'm not even
Their
kidding.
poop kill more people than saltwater crocodiles.
Yeah. Like look, like a cow.
There's
like it could kick you. It could kill you. Like it's a big animal.
Cows, we fucked up cows. Like people say we fucked up chickens, we fucked up cows. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, some breeds.
Like look at Spanish bulls. That's like their main ancestors, like closer ancestors.
Like those drought cows from Africa, like the ones with the long necks. Like I call them drought cows because they're always in like a dry, arid environment, and they have like that saggy neck. You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The drought cows. Yeah, at this point, cows have just as much diversity in the world as human beings. You know what I mean? Same thing with chickens and dogs.
Oh. What?
You said oh.
I thought you said that. I said that because I squeezed a little ball in my eye.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we fucked up a lot of animals.
Yep.
Literally, and
I think the dogs are the only good thing we.
Not really. We fucked them up too.
No, but
purebreds.
Yeah.
Purebreds are prone to cancer.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
like what pugs are.
No, yeah, we messed them up. But I think, as in, like, has impacted the environment of Earth. I don't think that's us making different kinds of wolves because they're still wolves.
You need a license to own a cat. You know why? You know why?
You know license to own a cat.
You know why?
You know that's our cousins.
No, do you know why?
Why?
There's so many stray cats that are literally driving animals extinct. I'm not.
That is true.
In several countries.
That is true.
So you need a license to own a cat. Why? Because it's a destructive, like invasive species.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cat, so you can't just be like snakeheads. Oh, you can't buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Snakehead is a fish, invasive in Maryland from Asia. Yeah. So from the pet trade and people.
You caught a giant one on the side of 40.
Yes, I did. Right I threw a live bait by these lily pads because I saw them in there and I caught it and I reel it in. I pull it up on the side of the road and I had these like plastic fish grip things. Mm-hmm. And I put the grippers in its mouth and I was carrying it back to the car. And he does like this 180 like judo spin and messes his way out of the grippers and he falls on the ground like shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna open his mouth. He has teeth the size of fucking wolves. Yeah. Like I'm not doing that. Yeah. So I had a machete in my car. Yeah. And it's because I chop up the wood when we have fires on the beach. So I put the machete in his mouth. I'm trying to pry his mouth open and he bites the damn knife. And is clamped onto the knife, and I'm on the side of the highway in rush hour traffic, like swinging this thing around with this big knife in the air, and like people are looking at me, and they just witnessed this kid fight a serpent.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. So then he falls on the ground, and I cut through his gills. It was a perfect cut too. It was right where his throat connected, and I thought he's dead. It stunned him. Like that's such a big artery hit. No, he was thrashing. There was blood everywhere. Mm-hmm. People were literally watching this thing going like trying to kill me, and I'm like wow. I thought about like slashing its head, but I didn't want to do that.
Did you have a bucket for it?
Yeah, I had a cooler, but I wasn't gonna grab it. It was gonna bite me. It was like 3 foot long.
You could have picked it up by the tail.
It's slimy. They got.
Did you have a net?
Yeah, but it was a big net.
I felt like it could have been an easier way.
I won my grippers in his mouth. Pause. But I got it. I got it in his mouth. He died.
Got it.
The meat was clean too. It was good. He's a little fish rub on there. Seared him in the cast iron pan. A little bit of butter, thyme, rosemary, garlic. Serve him with a little bit of rice with some butter salt. This is weird, but sometimes if I want like a good taste of my rice, if I'm being like not bougie, but if I'm being if I'm being like just lazy, I'll take butter salt from my popcorn machine and I'll put it in the rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seasoning. I like the idea of like being Buddha.
I want to put a clove in my rice.
Like a clove of garlic?
No, a clove. Like the spice that you don't know that's a thing.
Clover?
A clove.
I don't know what a clove is.
Google it.
I will Google clove.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put it. It's an aromatic. It makes the rice
Aromatic
taste more
multiply.
airy.
I don't call it medical.
How do you how automatic? I think my other headed.
Sounds like that. Oh, Julian.
Oh, what? Word?
Julian, yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
That's some Hycilian lilac shit. That's some shit they made the.
No, Icilian, bro. It's West Indian lilac, is what she said. in the
That's what she
graphic part.
said.
She did not say Icilian lilac.
She says it really
West Indian lilac.
fast. She says it so fast.
Sicilian? Did you say? Well, yeah. It was at least you got like a location right. Or did you say Sicilian or Sicilian?
I thought she said like a scientific term because they're all prehistoric plants.
Sicily is a place too, and I don't know if they'll.
I thought she said because later on in the movie, she said in Jurassic Park, Ellie Sattler, the woman of the movie, she says,
Whoa! Why did you say it like that?
because that's what the role that she
There
was.
was
It was the 90s.
Well, the other one.
There was no other one. Name one. Yeah, there was a teenager.
child female. Yeah, child female person.
We talk like from like the Covenant from Halo. Yeah,
Oh, what do you mean by that?
that's how they say it. A child female.
Yeah.
They'd say it like that, or like that's all.
Human.
That's all.
I'm gonna start
Klingons would
talking
say
to
it.
people like that.
Yeah.
Human. Next time I order food, I would like, "Good morning, human." Yeah, I would like an egg McMuffin.
But I think
Is it true that this McGriddle sandwich expands?
if you want to
your
hear
gut?
people talk like that, watch Star Trek. That's what the Klingons always say.
At least talk.
No, well, they stole it from Star Trek.
Well, they talk.
Klingons are brutes. They're both very Star Trek. Have a weird looking sword, honor based, or just really brutal.
They're just alligator Jedi.
They're Predator mixed with
The Jedi.
the Jedi. No, they're not Jedi. More Sith than Jedi.
Yeah, I guess. Well, not in their culture.
The
Not in
Jedi.
the Covenant itself. Yeah, it's more Sith-like, but I mean, their
Yeah.
culture is like honor-based,
No, yeah.
warrior-based.
Samurai. It's literally.
They're maybe Mandalorian.
They're literally samurai. Yeah. What should that episode be? Should we watch something? I feel like you should make. What we should both do is, I think one of our next episodes. For one, we should play all the Halo games together over time,
Yeah.
and then we should rank them, but try to make it as inclusive as we can to the audience. And then I think,
What does that mean?
like, not leave them out and like talk about like the freaking like 5 books that came before it, connecting
Yeah.
Halo 2 and Halo 3 or something.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I mean?
guy made a video about all the books in Halo.
Yeah, you can recommend it. You can recommend whoever you want.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Where'd you
Damn,
find
son,
this?
where'd you find that? That's going to be the intro to
Where'd
this.
you find
That's
that's copyright.
Is it copyright?
Yeah, it's a rap. It's a rap like intro ad lib.
Well, us saying it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? It's the same
We'll
thing.
say it. 1, 2. This will be our outro. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not saying it anymore because I don't know if it's copyrighted.
They don't copyright you saying it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. One.
You can sing,
Okay,
sing a song and sell your copy.
All right.
What?
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Damn, son, where'd you find this?